Welcome to Blabbering, a week-by-week glimpse into a couple stumbling through life with a newborn.
I'm Tilly.
And I'm Dan.
Each week over dinner,
You'll learn Tilly is quite the feeder.
We'll discuss the realities of raising our baby, talking through the highs, lows and honest confessions of this thing called parenting.
Parenting won't be easy, but let's at least laugh about it. This is Blabbering.
Hey, lovely people. Thank you very much for coming and listening to our podcast. This week we are discussing many things. So, given that the podcast is 4 weeks behind, topics include preparations for Christmas, the 11th anniversary of my dad's death, our constant battle to try and win the morning routine, engorged boobs and over-hungry babies, and many other things in between within our highs, lows, and funnies. So, please enjoy. Thank you. So, week 8.
Yes. 2 months, baby.
Yeah, 2 months old. We've got the recording set up, stuck down with nappies to make sure we don't damage the chairs.
Always professional.
Yeah, we've got our Tupperware and forks so we don't create any noise issues. We've got a baby latched onto a boobs, potentially breaks the indecency rules.
We're all having dinner.
Yeah, everyone. Well, Fatty's just finished his.
Yeah, he eats too quickly. I thought this is a you kind dinner.
Well, what have we got for dinner?
I don't even know what you'd call it. I guess it's kind of, you say it's pilot-ish, but it's not really. Mainly because I use jasmine rice, because that's all we had. So it's just sticky jasmine rice. Sort of smoky, tomatoey rice with peppers and prawns.
Okay.
You always quite like that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, nice, comforting food for a Sunday night.
Sorry, I've just realised there's chunky bits in here. What are those?
Not the prawns.
No, the other chunky bits. Little chunky squares.
A little bit of cabanos, I think it's called. A little bit of cured sausage.
Oh, very fancy. Let me go look back in.
And then you've got pickled peppers.
Oh, I think I've just eaten all my prawns.
Oh, you silly sausage.
They kind of all floated to the top and then...
I'm pretty sure I put some in the bottom. I think it was with the bottom.
I'm doing well. Yeah.
I deliberately gave you a lot of prawns.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to bring a little bitch about it, you know?
Me? Complaining whiny little bitch? Never.
Hi, Bubba. How's your week been?
Many moments later.
Well, anyway, 4th time's lucky. How's your week been?
So how about we talk about how's my week been? Well, interesting week, I guess. So the business work kind of continued till the end of the week. No work over the weekend, so that's good. I think it's been a lot happier a week.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
How about you?
Yeah, I think it's been a good week. I think it definitely seemed happier this week.
Yeah.
Not seemed as on edge, which is nice. Makes me feel happy to see you not obviously having a great time. I like it when you're happy, or at least less sad or angsty. Just been continuing to really enjoy how she's developing, hasn't it? It's been really nice this week. She's lots of smiling and tracking us. If not mentioned already, I love Christmas. Like, we're absolute curb for it. So this week the decks went up, but keeping it real, maternity means a bit of a budget. So I'm going to have to go all out with my Christmas decks this year. I would like to buy a couple of new things each year if I can. I'd like to go for a big tree. We've got high ceilings, and I'd love to go for like a 9-footer. So like it's really tall, it's really wide. I love it. I spent like fucking hours decorating it. But this year, I decided to be a good girl, and I went for a £17 jobby from Lidl, and instantly regretted it as soon as we opened the. As soon as we opened it, because it was all misshapen and wonky and short and empty, and I felt really sad. Probably more sad than I should have for a tree.
Well, thank you very much for trying to be budget conscious.
Yeah.
Even if it did hurt.
It's alright, next year we'll both be earning again. We'll get all out. We don't do much presents, we're not presenty people.
No, stingy fuckers.
Not stingy. I do like giving people things, but we're not bothered by receiving gifts, so We don't tend to think as much about giving the gifts. It's like that's not what Christmas is about, really, for us, is it?
No, we'd much prefer to spend time with people.
So yeah, Christmas decks went up. Enjoyed that. And little Bub has been absolutely loving the lights. She loves all the twinkly things, sparkly things. So that's been good. Went to my mum's, spent the day prepping food for Christmas. We like to get ahead of my family. We're very organised. So mum's already made Christmas cake, some of the vegetable side dishes ready to go in the freezer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my sister and one of our nieces on Tuesday, which was Lush. Our niece is hilarious. And we went for a little cheeky coffee, and she just decided she wanted to put her pants on her head and run around, which is great. And I totally get it. Pants make a great hat. You fit on snugly, you've got holes for your ears if you need them.
Yeah, keep those ears cool and increase the ability to hear. Important.
Yeah. Although the old peeps of Henley, who were also there, were less than amused.
No.
They were like, that's not what we think it is it? And we were like, no, it's probably exactly what you think it is. And they were like, oh, they need to get a life, really. And then she really enjoyed smashing her face against the window, looking out really closely, watching a dog take a dump outside the window.
Dumping dogs.
Dumping dogs, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And kept shouting at Jess that she wasn't listening. I'm not listening to you. Not listening. Stop talking, mummy. Which was funny. My friend Lou and her husband came all the way down from Scotland to meet Bob for a nice meal. One hell of a drive. I know, and Luke just, was an absolute trooper.
Yeah, that's some commitment.
So that was lovely. Yeah, it's been a good week, really. What I feel like what I was talking about is we mentioned last week, I wanted to plan our mornings, isn't it, getting all our stuff in.
Yeah.
We didn't really do this week, did we?
No.
We didn't do very well. I managed to get a few gym sessions in.
Did really well until towards the end of the week.
Like Thursday went to mum's. On Friday, I had to get up late because you were out Thursday night, weren't you?
Yeah.
Seeing your boy. But that's fine. So we spent a little time early. We're sort of thinking about again how we're going to do that.
Well, it's going to be a lot easier because we've got an updated sleep schedule.
We do. Do you want to update them on our sleep schedule? Very exciting. Bub was asleep. Holding the boob.
So previously, you decided that you need to reboost your milk production post booby thrush.
Yeah.
And so you wanted her every 2 hours, whereas previously when I've been doing the 8 till 2, I'd have bottled her so you'd sleep constantly for those sort of 6 hours. Whereas now we're meant to have her every 2 hours, 3 hours. However, that didn't go to plan on the Thursday night. So it was meant to be 8 till 2. We switch over. I sleep then roughly 2 to 8, but it was never 8 because I'd have worked to go to the gym. So it was more like 2 till 6 or 2 till 6. So on Thursday night when I came back from my boys, unfortunately it was the train strike. So it was a bit of a bitch getting back.
What, 12?
Yeah, so I got back at midnight, took baby girl. She just had a feed. So it was meant to still come up to and give it to you, give you sleep. I was asleep on the armchair. We were in the papoose. Woke up at 5:30 and she was raging hungry.
Oh my god, she was so hungry, and my boobs were like,
Engorged.
they were tight.
Bobbing.
She was upset. I was sore. She latched on. It must have come out real fast, so she kept choking on the milk. It must have been like pew 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 down her throat. And yeah, drank. Sit down, then she's a little bit sick. She drank too much, and then she wanted more again. Hungry, babe. So that leads us on to what is now a sleep schedule, sexy man.
So now we're going to bed at 10 roughly. We're going to 6, aren't we?
Yeah, we're trying to get into bed sort of 8:30, 9, don't we?
Yeah.
And then she was her last week of the day. Or we watched something. Is that a sleep cry or a real cry? Not sure. And then I would just feed her sort of every 3 hours, really. Now she's starting to sleep through, so if I don't wake her, she'll sleep through for a good while, but she would sleep from sort of 10 till sometimes like 5. Like, well, I don't know if she would. I say that. I don't know. I do it. So she'll sleep through. I can wake her up for a feed, and so I want to make sure the midwife slash whoever it is, when and what point should I just let her sleep until she wakes up for a feed? Yeah, like, what would you just leave them until they wake up?
I think she would sleep 8 hours or so.
I don't know if she'd sleep 8, but I reckon you might get 5 or 6.
I mean, I got 5 or 6 just when I came back from the pub and
That's what
fell
I mean.
asleep.
Yeah.
And with her in the papoose, me in the armchair.
No. Would make us feel a lot nicer. I don't mind the feeds in the night, but it'd be nice not to have broken up sleep.
I'd like to throw a disclaimer in there. I was sober when I came back from the pub. I was just very tired from a long day. And when you've had like 2 or 3 drinks and purposely sobered up, I find I'm just tired. I'm really tired. That alcohol and sobering, your body just
That's why you're not meant to sleep with the baby after drinking, even if you've sobered up.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was just you're not meant to drink and then have a baby. You're not meant to have a baby drunk at all.
I think
I wasn't drunk. So
you weren't drunk. Yeah, like you said, you had that sleepiness. That'd be harder to wake from. I mean, you had her in a post, so it's fine. You're not going to roll on her.
No, and I was sat up in an armchair, so
Yeah.
couldn't really do that. I guess the risk is that you don't realise that if she's got, you're harder to wake, like you say.
Yeah, and you're hard to wake anyway, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But this was all leading to now doing this week, have to be a bit more freedom in the mornings.
Yeah, so given that obviously we'll be waking up at 6 and we'll be going to bed at 10, there's an extra at least 2 hours there. There'll be an extra hour or so in the morning, maybe 1 or 2 in the evening.
Yeah, which means in the mornings we can both have time to do what we want to get done in the mornings.
And so what are your things in the morning?
Mine's literally just gym. Like, I can do everything else with her, like going for a shower and stuff. I can just put her in the little bouncy seat and she can watch me. She likes to watch me in the shower. She just stares at my boob the whole time. And then you want to get a few things done in the morning, don't you?
I would like to try and run for about 30 minutes, meditate for about 10-15 minutes, and then also have ideally a bath, but it's a lot of water. Are you planning on having a bath this evening? Or are you not anymore?
Yeah.
So this will be your first bath?
It will be. It'll be relaxing though, because I'll have Bubba with me.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be there with you, so you can have Bubba on and off, but you like your baths like fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I like to come out looking like a lobster.
Yeah, you and your mum both do that.
Let everyone know has baths like that.
No.
All my girlfriends.
Yeah, and all my bloke friends say that their partners, their female partners, have the bath scorchingly hot.
It's because men are soft. They can't take it.
So, what have been your highs, lows, and funnies?
Before highs, lows, funnies.
Okay.
Also, throwback to last week. And I was chatting about sexy time.
Yeah.
Still not had sexy time. Still not looked at my badge. That is still a mystery. I'll have a look on my way to the bath today. But I think the way we have to go about any sort of intimacy now is scheduling it.
Yep, I was thinking this as well. And
Which always
sounds so unromantic.
But we've done this before, haven't we? But we've been busy. We've been scheduling sex before, even before we had a baby. Because we understand that maybe seem unsexy or unspontaneous to schedule sex, but it's more sexy having sex than not having it because you've tried to be spontaneous and not end up having it because you're busy.
Yeah, that's very true.
I think that becomes even more so now with Bubba. So I think we're just going to have to look at our schedule and be like, okay, when's the most realistic time that we can actually schedule in a quickie?
Well, I mean, does it have to be a quickie, I suppose? Well, I guess
It
probably
also will
does.
be a quick, let's be honest. And then we can test out how much I can clamp down anymore. Can I tensile it? How strong can it for? You can be my barometer.
Pelvic floor barometer.
I'm gonna put it in. Let me squeeze.
And then week by week.
Yeah.
One hell of a rocky highlight reel that would be, eh? What training montage.
But there's like, have you seen that lady who can like carry shit from a vagina? Just like
Yeah.
carries surfboards and stuff.
Yes.
It makes me feel every time I see it. I just don't like it.
She can carry some impressive things.
I know, it just makes me feel funny. I think that's like pulling it out of my vag.
I don't think there's the same for blokes. There probably is. Blokes probably got the longest, stringiest penis. Who just attaches random things.
Well, yeah, you just put it inside your bubble. Clench.
I think that would be easier. Because the bumhole's not really kind of meant to be that open, really. Whereas the vagina has a, other than passing poo, whereas the vagina is actually like, I will dilate to 10 centimetres. It's one hell of a hole.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't do that generally. I'm not like, casually in the evening, my vag's just opening up to 10 centimetres.
Got some girth there.
I've got to have some more girth now, realistically.
You think I'm girthier now?
I think I've got more girth.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, is it sexy or unsexy to schedule sex? Let us know. Send us a message. Comment. I think better to schedule so we actually end up having it. I think there's like a lot of things, isn't it? It's like trying to schedule things like date nights or, we scheduled in the past before we should get back into it. Like scheduling and having like, a deep conversation each week or whatever it is. So like on a Sunday, we plan a week out and then we talk about anything that we need to talk about that's important. And so if we've had a really busy week for whatever reason and we've maybe not had any like lengthy conversations, we at least have once a week, that check-in once a week. Oh, and we would hope to be more often, but
yeah.
We're just going to be having a 5-minute check-in each day. I think all these things are really important.
So,
but I don't really think the TV movie idea of what romantic love and relationships are.
No, and also often by the end of the week you just want to watch telly. Like I would also aspirationally I'd like to go back to my weekly planning and stuff like that. But
we still have that on our calendar every week. I'm like, fair.
But I'm just like, no, I can't be fucked to plan my week. I
was thinking this morning how about I'm quite excited for us to start doing that again. Actually,
I'm happy to try and do that again. Yeah,
we do it less intense. We did it quite detailed and intense before. We could do it a less intense version.
Yeah, I'd like to get to the detailed version eventually, but I think to maybe form the habit.
Yeah.
Start at a lot more high level.
Yeah, I think we have to. I think both of us need to be a bit less all or nothing.
Do you know what you mean?
Yeah, I think we can, we can level up. We can just. It's just important to start sometimes.
Yeah, you've got to remember that the compounding effect of having started and progressively getting better is way more effective than the effect of doing it perfect for 10 days and then not doing it for 3 months and then doing it perfect 10 days again and then not.
Yeah, exactly. Let's crack on.
You kept trying to come back to your fanny. It's always back to your fanny.
It is. It's always about my fanny. She came out of it.
Hi guys, thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate it. And if you're enjoying it, please let us know by leaving a review or sending us some feedback. The email is blabberingpod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your stories, any feedback, any news, any thoughts. Also, you can find us on Instagram. The handle is blabberingpod. We're active on there as well, so you could DM us. If you've got 5 seconds, please leave a rating. If you've got a bit more, please leave a review. The words are very helpful. And give us a follow. Cheers. Enjoy the rest of the episode. So, Highs, lows, funnies.
Highs, lows, funnies. Are you asking what?
Yeah.
Highs has got to be her smiling, giggling, having fun with us.
Yeah.
That's been really nice. I'll lean her on my knees and she'll look up at me and we'll have a lovely good 10 minutes or whatever of her really engaging and smiling and semi-giggly laughing. Maybe it's not, but I enjoy it. Stick her tongue out loads because now she can. That's been really nice. That's definitely been solid high this week. What about you?
I think my high is that tracking element, but also I'm quite enjoying her dancing and boxing pose. So for whatever reason, she now very much will just have her fists by her chin, sort of in guard, in boxing guard, ready for whatever.
Bit of shadow boxing.
Yeah, but just so that if there's any blows from the left or right, she can hopefully deflect and jab.
She slapped me in the face.
Yeah, and then that tracking up, and also dancing wise, she keeps kind of doing sort of.
Which is great if anyone's listening.
Yeah, I know. I was about to explain what I just did. That when sort of step up came around, and that sort of urban street dance, there was always that real sort of shitty arm flailing in squares and stuff. He's ready already.
Okay, so then a low. We've already had a low this week. I think it's been a generally pretty good week. Yeah. I'm lowless.
Oh, don't worry, I've got a nice big one.
Alright, you take it on.
Let's take a quick pause. This next bit's quite emotional. It's me just discussing the fact that it's 11 years since my dad died and reflecting on what it's like to be a dad without a dad and my process for grieving when that period comes up every year and how it's emotional. The recording quality is not that great. As I'm moving around, as I'm sort of reflecting, and that means that I'm not always as close to the mic as I should be, and so some parts of it are choppy, so sorry for that, and please bear with. Some of the stuff that we discuss is that it's quite easy to think about all these things that you've kind of missed, but that's a bit of a romantic notion because you can't have all those things without what you've gone through, because what you've gone through makes you who you are, and who you are means what you've done. And so I try and balance the components of actively grieving for what I've lost and missing someone and remembering them, but trying not to get too caught up in the what could have beens, because they wouldn't have been, because had it not happened, I wouldn't be who I am, and therefore the events wouldn't have unfolded in the same way that they have. So there's a lot of discussion about sort of how my life could have been different, but how it's irrelevant, and how I try and still grieve, but keep that in the forefront of my mind. So this week was the 11th anniversary of my dad's death. Not really the form that I want to go into it loads. This is kind of the point of the podcast that died by suicide about 11 years ago. And so I always try and spend some time remembering on the day. And I was kind of walking around with that thing. And it's hard because, your mind goes back to those kind of elements of all the things you won't have now, like the things you're going to miss. Past night pub, so I just had a quick half pub just to warm up and stop walking around, have a think in the warm, or like grandparents, kids, and stuff like that. And you can reflect the fact that, I think my dad would be a grandparent. Then you've also remembered that one of the things that first attracted you to me was my willingness to talk about something like that, and it showed kind of maturity and a vulnerability, and the fact that yes, there was a teenage boy that wanted to proud about fun, but it was also somebody who was willing to kind of switch mode, talk about most definitely serious aspects of life.
Yes.
And so, it's trying to balance the element of feeling the emotion for the sake of grief and helping myself and progressing, but also recognizing that you can't just layer romanticism on. The reality of my life would have been so different had Dad not died. Like, you and I probably be together. Therefore, I wouldn't have been married by the time I am. Well, maybe, who knows what it would have been like. I probably wouldn't have had a child as I have. And if I do, anything like this would be completely different. And so, like, your life just, the course, and it's like that. But you can't just think about life and go, oh, if it was still here, I'd have all those things and it would be better. Because the truth is, everything that happens to you goes into everything you do. And try and feeling the emotion to challenge and to press myself through it, but at the same time, being a bit realistic and sort of saying that I wouldn't have it by hand.
Yeah. I think that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, it's always going to be a challenging day, isn't it? I think you've gotten a lot better at facing your grief in this past couple of years.
Yeah, I think I need to, like I said, I don't really want to talk about loads on here because the whole point of this meant to be about baby. But I think
Yeah, but it's our life that led to baby as well.
Yeah, I think that it's a very important factor that while the person may have died, your love for them has not, and the impact they had on your life is still there, and therefore that pain will continue, and so you need to create time regularly to connect with what that person was, or that to grieve. Most people just kind of have a bit of a grief period and then say they're all. And I think something that I gained from a few sessions of kind of CBT therapy was he just kind of looked at him and went, so how do you grieve? I was like, what do you mean? It was 10 years ago or whatever. He was like, no, that's not. There should still be something. You've gone through a serious life event. This was something that was very important to you. You should still be regularly feeling these feelings. And I guess it is a bit like a meditation. It's an element of choosing to process stuff and almost like a training for dealing with the negative aspect of your life. It allows you to choose to experience it at a time that you want to, so that it doesn't just come and go as it pleases when it's inconvenient to you, and potentially, even if it isn't as deep, is a lot more upsetting or inconvenient. But I haven't been very good at doing those for the last few months. It's like a baby gets in the way of things or something.
We can get back to it. Maybe that's something else that we plan to put in your morning sometimes.
Yeah, well, I obviously have resistance to that, don't I? The idea of spending loads of time feeling sad.
Yeah, maybe do it once a week or once a fortnight. Does that have to be every day?
Yeah, I think I'm not doing it every day. Fucking hell.
My funnies. Like always, thought of a really good one. Did I write it down? Did I fuck? And now I can't remember.
One high as well is very sociable.
Yeah.
We've recently had lots of friends over around. She's been around people, and she's constantly happy to be passed around and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's definitely good with other people. I'm very grateful for that. That she would happily be with other people. Which is how it should be. Let's see. Funny. I don't know. There's those little tiny little things, like funny expressions she does, or reactions to things, or sort of thing. I like sometimes that she snorts when she's coming up to the boob. She gets so excited that she snorts. She's just trying to come up. So She's quite adorable.
I quite enjoy her head banging at times when she
When
gets,
she's hungry.
yeah, when she gets really overworked with hunger, that she starts slamming her head into any form of skin that she can find. Hopefully, it's lube that wants her.
Yeah,
It's like flesh apple bobbing.
the papoose was about to feed her. Getting hungry, and she just started sucking my neck.
Oh,
I totally forgot to you from it.
yeah, what's that from? No, it's my baby.
So then I guess it would bring us on to Skilly up, Sketch. So have you managed to find any new ones this week?
Well, I think we should start with the madness in the last hour. Triple threat. We've had vomit, diarrhea, and then
Yes.
piss all in one. Well, not in one, but consecutively. Vomit, and then go up, change her. Well, so just finished bottle feeding her. Well, just about to finish bottle feeding her, and then she kind of just starts to throw it up like a lot. One of those where you think, oh, that's the whole bottle in the last 15, 20 minutes. Obviously, Pat's over there, tries to come straight over, I start pushes back with my foot, not feeling that. Woman roots around trying to eat on the sick. Go upstairs, get it changed into new baby ground, come back downstairs, then just a big. And then
She's laughing.
feel that her back is moist. And next thing I see that she's been such explosive diarrhea.
It's a shot at the back.
It's just like when you pour water too quickly. When you pour something too quickly, it's like a wine glass that shoots back out.
So pretty normally.
Yeah. So then went to go change her there, and then she just started titting while we were changing her, didn't she?
Just dribbling out, just bubbling out.
So we were then trying to hold her up to clean her. She was just spraying all over the changing mat.
Just sort of dribbling out, wasn't it?
Yeah, and she kept getting her feet. So we'd kind of pick her up, wipe her down, wipe her feet, be about to kind of put a nappy on her, and then she'd spray poo all over her again. So eventually we got to the point that put her down, grabbing a few things that we can, you know, get a new baby girl, get a new nappy on her, and we ran out of baby wipes. It was so much poo.
You've had more packets, guys, don't worry.
Yeah, we've run out of poo at this station of the multiple in the house.
Backup wipes.
And by that point, she peed everywhere. And so she peed all up to her back her own way. So again.
Yes, that's another reason why after this is bath time.
Yeah. She's covered in all her.
When we wiped down, but it's definitely going to be residue.
Yeah. Yeah. Madness.
I know. I'm a little soak in a bath afterwards. I'm just hoping I don't get covered in poo. I mean, if you get covered in poo, you get covered in poo. It's part of it, isn't it, really?
The bath, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty diluted. Everyone's weed in the bath.
You're a bath weir, aren't you?
No. I occasionally wee in the bath. I really can't bother to get out, but generally, I'm not. I don't stay in the bath that long. I always like the idea of a bath. I like it for the first 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then I'm kind of like, done now. So yes, Bubba's well and truly empty now, so she's refilling.
Yeah, which is problematic because you find it's a bit distracting, don't you? You find it hard to think.
No, it's alright now because before I was really sore, wasn't I? Whereas now it's not sore.
So you've got brain power again now.
I've got brain power. Now my boob thrush is gone. Because who knew you could get thrush in your boobs?
Oh yeah. Have we discussed that? Was that around last week?
I don't know, but if not, had boob thrush. Made me have really burny boobs, which was delightful every time she fed.
So we've had 2 actually this week, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
So we were at my mum's. You elaborate.
Yeah, and so we went to mum's for sort of breakfasty, brunchy, just catch up. And we handed Bubs over to mum for a little cuddle. Little grandma cuddle. And I was like, oh, there's a little stain on her. I wonder what that is. And I was like, oh, there's another stain. Oh, there's some more. And there was a lot of stains because there's just lots of shit seeping out of her nappy. Just as your mum had taken her. And then Mum very quickly handed her back. to us.
Credit though, Mum wasn't overly bothered. Thought Mum would have been a bit like, don't like getting through onto my clothes, but she was just.
Well, she's had 2 babies herself, hasn't she?
So this is from somebody called Shastay, who posted on Baby Centre. So I was wondering if anyone else has any funny poop stories. Last night I was so tired I made the mistake of changing his diaper on bed, and I sat and thought about. He filled his diaper, so I figured he was. Nope. When I lifted his legs to wipe, poop shot out, went down my bra, all over my chest, and down the front of me into my lap. If I'd have had my head any lower, it would have hit my face. I had to go and get my husband to help clean myself off. The best part is that after we cleaned up and re-diapered, I swear he was smiling, the little devil. And I think it's this person said that the night before, my little guy decided he was going to paint the wall. It literally shot a foot and a half out of his butt, all over on my hand, down the change table and the wall.
He's got impressive anus, this baby.
Yeah, those are powerful bowels.
Yeah.
That was impressive anus. That's what we finished on last episode. Is that going to be our...
That's how we close out. Impressive anus.
And on that bombshell, we
Oh,
just
no,
close
impressive anus.
on an
Good
impressive...
night.
Okay, now for a quick word from our sponsors. Ha! No, am I kidding? We don't have any sponsors. But if you were to leave us some 5-star reviews and maybe some lovely words, we might do. Fuck me, that was desperate.